Delta0125 here again for YouTube. I've got my gearbox open. Should probably put that back in its place. Anyways, I decided to make a little video here for the newer guys to airsoft for internals and things. This is my G3A3 by JG's gearbox. I have a few things replaced in it. And I have about 2 M4 donor gearboxes because this is an M4 and M16 gearbox. The only thing that's different in this is the cylinder, which I'm about to pull out here in a few seconds. So I'm trying to get my gearbox, or not the gearbox, but my parts box. There we go. Yes, I have a parts box over here. Anyways, the things I've replaced are the bevel gear. I've done a few modifications to the anti-reversal latch, and oh yes, I replaced the spring in this. And of course you're going to get grease on yourself, so you can count on that. That's why I got a washable cloth here. It's actually a folded bed sheet, but yeah. Anyways, the reversal, or not reversal latch, sorry, the bevel gear that came out of it originally was this one, which is the one that your motor catches. As you can see, it only has 4 of these little turning points on it where your anti-reversal latch catches. This one, however, has about, I believe it would be 8 on here that catch. So it has more, which in turn sort of make it have more speed. My shims just came off. But yeah, other things I would recommend are super glue, which I will get into that right now as a matter of fact, which is for this anti-reversal latch, this little spring piece on the top. You can glue that top piece down, it won't affect it anyways, or anyhow. On the bottom, that white stuff right there is actually paper tape. I take off a little tiny small triangular patch piece and I stick it on there, and what that will do is, when you stick it back in here, probably going to have to make about 2 or 3 of these videos, but when you stick it back in here, it makes it turn back a little bit less harder. Turns it a little bit slower, so if you don't have the time or if you start getting frustrated with your gearbox, I highly recommend putting the paper tape on the bottom of that, because it will still have the same spring tension to catch your gears if they start to spin backwards in some of the gearboxes. But oh great, I'm gonna have to look for my bushing that came out. But anyways, what I have duct tape is for up here, your little bushings that are metal usually, or plastic sometimes, but I'd highly recommend changing those to metal. What you can do is you can take this duct tape and stick it across the bushings to keep them in place. I'm going to have to hunt down a bushing, which I see it is right there in my gearbox. It came out when I was pulling my gearbox apart, but I'm going to take my piston out so I can do the piston angle of I forget the word, but angle of alignment or something like that in it. My bevel gear is in an awkward position because I was messing around with my gearbox trying to get it to work. This is an M120 spring, so yeah, I have replaced the spring in it. The original spring is right here, and I have another metal string guide just in case I ever want to change it back. This little well, not concrete, but this little, like, alloy piece, I guess you'd call it, is actually a part that helps your spring up there at the tip catch on, and yeah, so it's a good part to have. The only difference in this right here is an M4 piston. G3s have a smaller area for air to get in there, because they have a longer barrel length. Oh yes, I changed out the air nozzle to help a little bit, because there's another one that I saw with more of an area on the front, so more compressed air going down the barrel, give me a few more feet per second and whatnot. Anyways, I'm going to chop off that little tooth down there, the one right here, second to the last. I'm not sure if you can see that in the video or not, but yeah, the big part is what it's supposed to catch on. Those little teeth, though, are what will snap off eventually. And the spring guide, I replaced the plastic one that was in here with a metal one. It also had a washer on the back end to help with the spring and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna get into my gearbox here real quick, and I will make a part 2 of maybe 3. So stay tuned for those. Delta 0125 signing out.